Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by Leasingham.
Another surprise!
Out of the blue.
You want that with fries?
Out of the blue. Come with me across the sea. On another view. We're gonna cook for you.
Nothing but blue skies!
Out of the blue.
You want some chili with those fries?
Out of the blue.
Hi and welcome to another episode of Out of the Blue. Well, today's program comes from the beautiful Clare Valley. We're here in winter, it's cold, it's pruning time, but you know what? We're going to find a beautiful fire, some lovely wine and some fantastic food, so stay with us.
The Clare Valley is a couple of hours north of Adelaide. It's a popular destination for day trips, but it's also a terrific area to spend a few days exploring. When you drive north of Adelaide to Clare Valley, you expect to see lots of vineyards, and even in winter, with leaves off the vines, it's a lovely green landscape. Clare's early reputation was for Riesling wines, but in recent years the red wines have also excelled. I've made my way to the Provis vineyard. It's an important source of grapes for the Leasingham label, and the viticulturalist is Jimmy Arnold.
The unique thing about this site is that 36 hectares of original plantings on the vineyard are made up of 46 different bays of fruit.
So how do you pick which bay for which wines you're making?
You know, it's a winemaker's paradise because they can pick little parcels of fruit from here, there and everywhere and really, you know.
That is unique, isn't it, these days? Now what about the pruning side of it?
So really what we're trying to do here is space all the fruit out so that come veraison we've got a nice even spread of fruit across the vine. What we're doing in here, we just want to take out some of the non-position spurs, clean up a bit of the old cuts from last year and then prune these to 2 buds.
2 buds.
There's certainly different styles of pruning. A lot of these old vines we will try and put in some rods to try and fill some gap in the coron, which will sort of help the distribution of the fruit and also helps increase our yields on these old vines.
Do you want to just leave me to it? I'll be here for a couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
Just bring out a cup of tea or something if you could. Thanks, Jimmy. I'll just have it. It's very relaxing pruning. Get rid of that big one. That'll have to go.
Jimmy will be cooking for us later, and he's promised us a glass of Leasingham's Classic Clare from this very vineyard. Meanwhile, I've got my work cut out.
Hey, the other good thing about these vine cuttings is that they make good fire starters, and in particular, if you've got a campfire, it would be fantastic. And Jimmy's got just that on top of the hill, and we're going to have some beautiful Provis lamb cooked in a camp oven. I can't wait. I think I'll be here for a while, but I'll soldier on.
After the break, my mate Keith is going to try to teach a 4th generation fishmonger how to catch a fish. Hey Keith?
We're going to go catch a nice big fish, mate, with a bit of luck.
Okay, hey listen, can I drag a net?
Are we running?
Maybe after that we will. Keep running with us, will you? See you soon.
This is a location that is quite a surprise to me. A beautiful river setting just north of Clare, near the town of Spalding.
Keith, where are we?
We're in the Broughton Valley, Michael, which is north of Clare, roughly about an hour and a half from Adelaide.
So what are the chances of catching a fish without Keelan?
Much better without Michael.
He spooks us all the time. Anyway,
he's a weight.
let's test your expertise and your skills. Come on.
Let's go.
Keith is a really experienced fisherman, so I'm hoping he'd lead me to some big ones. He's telling me that this river is stocked with fingerlings each season.
So you stock them with rainbow trout and native fish as well?
Yeah, they get stocked with, no, just rainbows
trout.
and brown trout.
Where do you get your fingerlings from for that?
Now, all the eggs come from Tasmania, and So they're a pure strain.
Yeah.
Most of the fishing through here is catch and release.
Keith, why have you chosen this spot?
Well, we're in the tail end of the pool, Michael, and also we've got the wind behind us.
Okay.
So it
That'll
makes,
drag the line out.
yeah,
and the
it
lure.
makes life a little bit easier.
All right,
for us.
I'll come and find a spot. I don't want to get my feet wet.
You're right.
Okay.
This particular fly is very good for this area. It's called a woolly bugger. It's got a lot of hackle over it, and it's got a little bit of tail in the back end, and it just moves through the water very, very slowly.
Now time for Keith to cast the fly into the river.
Now what's happened with that, Michael, is it's landed over near those reeds.
Yeah.
Will allow it to very, very slowly sink, but you still got to look at your fly line. As it starts to sink, they can take it on the drop, and you'll see your fly line deviate. As you can see in the water, it's floating.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll really, really pin it, and other times it'll be very, very gentle take.
You're right.
You're retrieving it ever so slow.
It's a lovely spot here on the Broughton River. Keith assures me that he's caught lots of fish here along this stretch, where he's been fishing for the past 40 years, but no luck today. The only thing left is to have a go at this fly casting for myself.
My grandfather said, if you can't be a good fisherman, at least look like one. Have a look at this. The only thing I couldn't put on was my belt with my net, but at least I got Keith. Keith, now you told me I got to go from left 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. So 11 o'clock, pause.
That's it. Beautiful.
Hey, not bad for a fourth generation fishmonger.
Well, that's good enough to catch a fish.
So, no fish today, but I've learned something new thanks to my mate Keith.
While Michael has been in the wilds of the Broughton River, I'm with Jimmy in Leasingham's Provost Vineyard, and he's cooking us a bit of an outdoor culinary treat. He's assembled all these lovely fresh ingredients and some of Leasingham's finest as well.
Now, it doesn't surprise me Michael hasn't caught any fish. I always have something up my sleeve. And Jimmy, you've come to the rescue here. What have you got for us?
What we have here is a nice piece of Provost Vineyard grown lamb.
Oh, that looks seriously amazing lamb. Can I please chop up something? I'd be lost if I didn't.
Sure, so we'll start off with the spring onion.
All right, take us through the process with this. What are you going to do with the lamb?
Basically, we're just going to put it over the fire for about 2 hours in total.
Yes.
And various stages through the process, we'll just add the veggies, and you know, hopefully we'll end up with a delicious hearty stew at the end of it.
Jimmy, there's something about a piece of lamb, or in fact anything cooked in a camp oven. What is it, do you reckon?
Well, I think it's the atmosphere around it, the glass of wine sitting next to the campfire, bit of chit chat.
Yeah,
Makes for a lovely meal.
it?
Perfect.
Okay.
If you want to pop that into the pot. So we'll just add some stock in there as well.
That's a very fine looking cut of lamb, and Jimmy's popping it into the camp oven. I've been chopping up the spring onions and adding into the mix. Then a few cloves of garlic, a couple of sprigs of rosemary, and the secret ingredient, some honey. Now, I knew the wine was on the table for a reason. A good slosh into the pot. Time to get the pot onto the fire, and later on, we'll be adding all the vegetables.
Now that's moving along beautifully. That low coals, just perfect. And it's pretty nippy, but the fire's going well. About 45 minutes time, we'll take the top off, some parsnips, silver beet, some mushrooms, a bit of pumpkin, put the top back on, best part of another hour and a half or so, and it will be superb. Oh, can't wait. So you reckon she's ready, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think so. She's bubbling away.
Now you pulled the lamb apart a few minutes ago, added some silver beet in there. Oh, you put the mushrooms in as well?
That's right.
Oh, look at that. That'd be enough for me, I reckon, Jimmy. I don't know about yourself. I'd like to get mine down before Angelakis comes. that's all. Because he'll be around, no fish. He'd be looking for a feed. Hey, what's going on? He's knocked off my bowl of beautiful Provis stew, lamb stew, lovingly cooked by Jim. Jimmy, this looks and smells absolutely fabulous. I can't wait to get into it. Let's have a go. Here we go. Oh, stunning. What are you going to call it? Come on, you've got to come up with a really good name for this.
How about we call it Leasingham Lamb Camp Oven Stew?
Oh, perfect. Now, being a vigneron, what wine would you select? Seeing you've grown the wines here, or the grapes here, it's been processed, what do you reckon would go with this stew?
Well, it's a pretty rich, hearty stew, so I think glass of classic Clare Cabernet would go down rather well.
It would. Well, here we go. Cheers. Thank you, Jimmy. I know we were supposed to cook for you, but anyway, thanks a million.
Pleasure.
Cheers. After the break, more from the Clare Valley, and we're going to visit Doug Sluggett's garden.
This is the Clare Valley Wine, Food and Tourism Centre. It's the kind of place you look for when you first come into a region. And you need a bit of information on what's what and where's where. But hey, this is a little gem on the main road into Clare. It's truly a one-stop shop for more than just information. On our wintry day, it starts with a warm fire and some good coffee. This part of the centre is a real treasure. Local produce, such a diversity of products, all made in the region.
I must say, it's not a bad coffee at the Clare Valley Wine, Food and Tourism Centre. And I've noticed over here is where they have all their produce from the area. So I thought I'd have a look. Michael wants to make a bit of a tartare sauce with the fish that we're cooking. So I noticed here they have a lot of things that I probably could use, like this little here. It's a wonderful mustard dressing, dill and mustard too, little touch of dill. And I did see here earlier some capers. Now, they just add so much flavour to that tartare sauce. And Sharon, who works here, her dad, Doug, who we're going to see in a minute, these lemons are from his garden. So look, I reckon I've got all the ingredients to make one of Michael's best tartare sauces he's ever tasted.
Anyway, I'll ask for some advice at the centre where I can get some fresh local produce. Now, here is a real winter garden. It's proudly cared for by Doug Sluggett. And I'm just amazed how much he's growing in the middle of winter.
Hey Doug, this is a genuine winter garden, isn't it? What have you got growing in it?
Well, you start over there, there's turnips, purple top turnips, watermelon radish,
Kale.
2 or 3 different varieties of broccoli. Kale is over there. Just green McCarters, cauliflower. And then when you come back behind, you can see the dried off tops of the asparagus, Mary Washington.
So there's really no excuse for not having some vegetable growing through winter in your garden.
It's easy, just plant it early.
Yeah.
You've got to get it in early and get it
I want to know
moving.
where you get the time from, Doug.
Oh, I'm old pensioner, mate. I got all the time in the world.
I've really enjoyed Doug's garden, but out the back, he has a shed that any bloke would be proud of.
Hey, Doug, it smells pretty good. What's in there? Huh?
Apples?
Oh, okay. What are you making? Apple cider?
No, it's cider vinegar.
Oh, let's have a look. Can I just take it off?
Just whip that off. Yep.
Okay. So tell us about this.
Well, all it is a basically chopped up apple, honey and water, and some mother from cider vinegar that you had, and agitate it.
What, daily or?
Every day.
Yeah.
For 10 days.
How long has this been fermenting for?
Now, that's only been in there about 3 days,
Okay.
3 or 4 days.
Still
So
smells
it'll
happily,
be,
doesn't it?
you can still get it out of, but it'll take another 6 days. It'll work and turn the vinegar, which is easy to recognise because the vinegar flies will hang around it.
It isn't. How about
Then you know it's vinegar.
that? Doug, that's amazing. Well done. While Doug's busily stirring the apple vinegar, I thought I'd take a look around this man cave, magical man cave. Fragile. Bolted, locked. Look what I've found. This is what Doug makes. Cider vinegar. Pickle onions, have a look at those. Wouldn't you love some of those? Jams, chutneys, and down here, sauces and mustard chutneys. But it gets better. Wouldn't Glenn Cooper be happy with this lot? He makes his own beer.
After the break, we'll be back and I'm going to do fish and chips with a difference. I'm going to use panko breadcrumbs to coat the fillets and got to get my mate Mickey to help me. See you after the break.
Now, welcome back. It's a rather coolish day in Clare. It's about 9 degrees, but it feels like about 5. Michael, what are you doing back there?
I'm just here with my alter ego. His name's Michael, and that's the Archangel. Angelos is angel.
Oh.
Angelopoulos is the son of, and guess what Angelakis is?
Get out.
Little angel.
Oh,
That's true.
no.
And my halo's dropped a couple of times, but Mickey, firstly,
Yep.
I've pre-coated these
Good
fish.
job of the filleting, by the way.
Do you like that?
Oh, look. No,
now
very
listen, the reason I pre-coated them, because you asked me,
Yeah.
so they sit. So I did them last night in my caravan
Yeah.
without
You
makeup.
did too. It did
And
a
I've got,
job.
and Mickey,
Yep.
you asked me about the oil.
I haven't, but I
have
will.
got
What about the
plain-
oil?
It's plain vegetable oil, has a low viscosity.
Yes.
And it doesn't take long to heat up, and that's how we cook. Now, you asked me how to coat my fish.
Yes.
That's the flathead, right?
I
Flour.
always get the egg and the flour mixed up.
Yeah, I was going to put number 1 and number 2 for you.
That's
But I've seasoned my flour with sea salt, black crack. So in the egg wash.
black cracked pepper.
Yes, in
Yep,
the egg wash. Okay.
Good. Yeah.
And then the panko. The reason I love panko, nice and crispy, and they absorb less oil than those fine ones.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Now,
But you leave that for a day.
and let it set, or in the morning,
fridge.
or you can put it in the freezer. Now, my fish is ready.
Michael, look at
For that. How long did that take, Mickey?
Oh, 2 minutes.
That's it. See, by pre-coating it,
Yep.
this little bugger won't go in the pot.
No, you got him.
Oh, I got him. I'll get you little.
What I'm going to make is a tartare sauce.
Now, you've got to use Sandra's.
Yes.
And she makes this beautiful dill mustard.
That's it there.
Absolutely special.
Okay.
It's
So
special.
give that a little bit of a shake.
Yep.
Put that in there. Look, you can make it as tasty and as bitey as you wish. Hey, these are Doug's dills.
Oh.
So I'm just going to cut a few of those up. I'm going to put those in there, just a few. Some capers. Now, these are beautiful.
And
locally
these are from Nilshaby.
Nelshaby.
So we've got all local produce.
Yep. Look, I'm just rushing this, but you know, you can make it as coarse
Yep.
or as fine as you wish.
That's it, isn't it?
That's it.
This is extra special, but normally it's made with mayo.
Zest of the lemon.
Yep.
I can
And
put
it
a bit
doesn't
of.
need any lemon juice because it's
No.
got that in it.
Hey, look at this. Here we go.
Have a look. Do you want to try it?
Shall
you want
we?
to do the finger test?
Yeah, go on. Try it out.
Oh. Aloha. Flathead fillets coated in a panko breadcrumb.
It's been a cold and wintry day in the Clare Valley, but we've had a warm welcome, especially here at the Clare Valley Wine, Food and Tourism Centre. Look for us on Facebook and at outofthebluetv.com.au. We'll see you next time.
Out of the Blue, proudly brought to you by Leasingham.